Several years ago, I was invited to a middle school to share with some eighth grade students about my life and experience. The teacher knew some things about me, so she had shared those things with the students. She told them that I was an associate pastor, music director for a church also. The last thing she told them was that I grew up in this country at a time before we fully integrated. So they began to ask questions about the music, about my life. But one question I'll never forget, when a young lady who happened to be white asked, "What about the bus?" I smiled and said, "What about the bus?" She said, "Did you have to ride on the back of the bus?" Yes, I did. Did you have to stand up when there were seats in the front? Yes, that's correct. How many miles or how long did you have to stand up? Sometimes back and forth to college, it was 3 or 4 hours I would stand. And then she said, "I would have killed myself." When she said that, something just jumped in my spirit. And I said, "Young lady, listen up. There may be a few things worth dying for, but there's nothing worth killing yourself for." You see, I had dreams in my life and goals. I knew I had a purpose. So I turned the back of the bus into a classroom, a school. I challenged myself on musical fundamentals, scale writings and melody writings and rhythms. So you see, my goals and dreams were so powerful that it caused me to fix my mind on my destination in life, not my negative situation. And that conversation resulted in what you are about to hear and see now. I counted all joy having had the opportunity to ride on every seat of the bus, from the furthest back all the way up to the front. As I reflect, I rejoice. Reason being, each seat had a teacher, and I had miles and miles of great and beneficial lessons. Also, each seat had a preacher and a speaker, and I received the word and the message over and over and over again. Yep, as I reflect, I have no choice but to rejoice. Each seat had a coach who taught me how to play the game of life victoriously. Each seat had cheerleaders who spoke to my mind, telling me I was one of a kind, encouraging me all the way home to the end of the line. As I continued my journey, I realized that each seat had challenges. Therefore, I learned the law of perseverance, not giving up, but pressing on. And when quitting became a temptation, I quickly fixed my mind on my victorious destination, not my negative situation. Now this is interesting. Each seat had songs with melodies and harmonies and rhythms and rhymes. And I sang until I was happy, time after time after time. As I continued my travels, I realized that each seat had a touch deep inside throughout the ride. I felt peace, peace, wonderful peace that only the Master could provide. Last but very important, each seat knew my name. No shame to my game. And I felt valued and important when they greeted me. "Good morning, James." So in retrospect, I'm going to lay this on the deck. Do not reject my intellect, for I'm not some rambling wreck saying, "What the heck?" Absolutely no. But I know without a doubt, but I know without a doubt, but I know without a doubt that I am correct. Because grace has bought, paid for, and approved my dignity and respect. Now I can drive the bus. Even greater, I can own the bus line, the ship line, the freight line, the airline, or anything else the Master places on my mind. So what do I say at the end of the day? I'm so glad you asked. Thanks be to God who knows my name and tells me that I'm fearfully and wonderfully and respectfully made. Thanks be to God who calls me his workmanship, masterpiece, work of art, custom made, one of a kind, to the highest percent. Let me give you another little hint for your mind. Gave me my own designer fingerprints. So what do I say at the end of the day? Thanks be to God who always causes me to triumph and walk in total victory. So as I reflect, I have no choice but to rejoice and give him praise for his amazing, matchless grace. So be it.